What you doing, cat? What you see out the window? See something you like? Hey guys, welcome to the show. My name's James, and I like to play video games. And what this show is really about is just introducing you a little bit to me, myself, and talk about some video games that are particularly special to me. So, I thought for the first introductory episode, I'd start off with my favorite video game. It's the game that I've logged the most hours on in my life. Came out for the Xbox 360. It's called Skate. If you have a particularly good eye, you might notice that this is the Skate 2 case. But I have the original Skate. Interesting story, actually. This Xbox is not mine. It belongs to a good friend of mine, Brendan, whose art happens to be featured in today's episode. You can find him on Instagram at Ruckbon, R-U-C-B-O-N. He does maximalist drawing and painting, and it's pretty crazy stuff. I really like it. So I gotta find the right input here. Oh no, doesn't look like this controller's working either, so I'll have to change the batteries. Video source. There I am. I do have some extra batteries here, so we'll try those. Maybe just out of luck with this controller. That's okay, because I have some others. We got a working controller now. So once again, this is not my Xbox. We've got such clever usernames as Logistic Flunky 2, Tippin' on Popos, Titties, Woman Pisshole. Okay, well, I'm gonna go with Tippin' on Popos because I happen to know that that is the account that has a saved file for this game. So, Skate the video game was introduced to me in some point in high school. It must have been. Came out in 2007. I would have been in my freshman year. Definitely by junior year I was playing this game. I'd play this game for 3 hours before bed every night. I got very good at this game. Let's see, oh yep, Terry Kennedy. Because I know he rides regular. And then I usually start off just going straight to X Games. Display. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to turn the mini-map off and the HUD off. And that way I have the screen completely left to me just for skating. So now I think, yes, I remember how to place a session marker, so now I can start up here when I want to. Basically, the thing about this game that really got me hooked was that you can do off-axis rotations with the use of the controllers, joysticks like that. So, I just got addicted. It's mind-boggling the number of combinations you can make because there's all these special grabs that you can do by tweaking the board first. So I'll go off the jump and I'll move the right joystick 90 degrees in a certain direction, and that'll allow me to get a special grab that then affects my spin in certain ways. And then what happens is you take a jump and you go for a spin, but then in order to land correctly, when you come out of your spin, you're always sort of going to come out at a different point based on what your rotation was, or what sort of velocity you were going at. And then at that point, you have to use the right stick to, as I said, tweak your board, and that allows you to really land these tricks. So anyway, I would play this game almost every day for a period of 3 to 5 years of my life. And then what it became was a sort of meditation for me. It is a sandbox, so eventually you become limited in what you can do. and you get a little bored with it after a time. It's exactly like doing a real extreme sport. At a certain point, you get fixated on certain tricks, and you want to do them, so you keep practicing, and then I really took it to the next level at a certain point. So that's a good grab. I don't know what that one's called. It's either a mute or a melon grab that I'm doing right now. So I'm intentionally doing a 180 off the top. I let him switch, so he goes cab, and then I'm trying to tweak his board before I grab it, which triggers the mute grab, I think. And that's what I was going for. That was the X Games Mega Ramp. I'm going to take you to the real Danny Way Mega Ramp. It'll take me some time to get there. So you can do a luge. You grab both sides of the board and then you press B. Unlike some other video games, this game was really based on a realistic portrayal of skateboarding. So the physics and the abilities that you have are really based in a more realistic spectrum than a Tony Hawk's Pro Skate or an SSX Tricky type of game. So as a result, when you can take it to that next level, like when you can go off the big jumps and do these crazy spins, it adds that much more excitement to it. I'm sure I'm not the only one that has loved this game. In my personal friend group, I don't think anyone has played this quite as much as me. So I've set a new session marker here. You haven't seen what's about to happen, but it is very exciting stuff. Basically, as I was explaining before, you can put yourself in these particular grabs that have different rotational abilities than others, and if you hit that jump at the correct angle with the correct grab, and I think you have to be in a switch position like that, then you can sort of glitch out the game. But I don't think it's even a glitch. It kind of is, but basically you can create this situation where it's possible to do a double cork 1080 in the game. That I realized that it was possible, and I spent, I think, all evening one night just lining up this one trick the whole time for this 1080 double cork in this game, and eventually I got it, and that was a big moment for me. I filmed it, and I have a recording of it, I think, on my computer. I shared it with some friends, and they were actually impressed, which is, I mean, it's kind of sad for me, but it was cool that they weren't didn't point out what a loser I was. So there's this other very intricate aspect of the game that is sort of a senior level moment when you realize that when you're in switch, when you put your player into switch position, it reverses all the controls. Oh, so that's it. So that was that trigger, where he gets triggered to spin a little faster than usual. And when I saw that happen, I realized that I could use that. Well, I'm going to start to wrap things up now. I hope that you've found some enjoyment in my personal monologue on this video game, Skate, from EA Sports. It's in the game, because it's been special to me, and I kind of wanted to just get it written down. I hope that I'll be able to share some more video games with you in the future. Sidebar, I have been a skateboarder. I'm not really too good, but I was able to do I think my top trick at one point was the varial kickflip. I was pretty proud of myself for accomplishing that. And I think I landed a couple 360 flips, or tray flips as they call them, but I wouldn't really place that in my bag of tricks because I never got too good at it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tour of Skate. And once again, this is Video Games with James. My name's James. And we'll play some video games together. Be well, friends. Oh, so close. Oh, now I'm gonna have to try and do that until I get it. Oh, God. Damn it.